Hey there once again. I got a little update to my update video that I posted a few days ago, which was more of a rant. But I'm not sure if any of you guys have noticed that I took that video offline, no longer available for viewing. And for those of you who never saw it, well, I guess that's good. But anyways, the reason why I took it down is because unfortunately it did get the attention of Vlad and Roman, the creators of SimVim, and there was a lot of things that he told me, and we've been having email conversations back and forth about everything that I kind of mentioned in that video. And although I tried not to you know talk very bad about it, because I still love their program, I'm still supporting them on Patreon, and I still think that they're trying to do the best thing that they can for everybody. Maybe some of my ideas were based on the fact that I just didn't like the way it was going, and I had not tried the newer versions yet, so I really wasn't aware of exactly how it worked. So I was just basically, I should have tried it first and then made my video about that. But anyways, so I know that a lot of you guys commented on that video, and also kind of agreed with me in some of the things that I mentioned about the changes that are going on, and you know some of the things that maybe said oh, they're making it more difficult to use. But I know that overall they have a good intention, like to make the program a lot better and a lot more user friendly. um, and then the concern that we had also about maybe if the website is down or doesn't work, that what are we going to do then? We're not going to be able to edit anything. But they're working on that too. They already actually they have on their website already a little note about a second website as a backup, just in case the primary one is having problems or goes down. And yeah, speaking of which, a couple of days ago it was pretty bad, and they did something and they got it fixed, so everything's working good now. I actually thought I was having those same kind of problems again today, because it was acting very slow. Like every time I wanted to open up a configuration file or try to save one, it would take forever to open the web page, and I would think it was my internet, but I would go to other websites and they would open up like instantly. And then I went to their second web page, the backup one, and it opened up immediately. It was really, really responsive and fast. But then when I tried to open the configuration file, the the fields didn't get filled in, for the ones that I had already assigned. But anyways, the whole point of this video is that I know that they have the best intentions in mind, and trying to make things a little bit better, like I said. But either way, right now, I'm working on other videos. I actually already recorded one that I'm gonna post after this one, about the new way of doing input states or conditions, what I used to call, but now they're called selectors. So you'll probably hear me mention during that video that I keep getting mistaken on what I want to call them. So yeah, I've been playing around with the new version of the plugin, and so far I got it to work. One thing I must let you guys know is that I've been getting some questions about certain things that I don't know about and I have not played with, because I don't have, for example, servos or stepper motors. I have never used any of those, and I haven't tried to use any LCDs. The only ones I've tried to use is the 7-segment displays, based on the TM1637 and the Max 7219. So I've only make videos about what I played around with and what I got working, and maybe sometimes I might not give you the best advice or the best instructions. That's why I always tell people it's important that you go read the website. It is very, very important. I mean, all the instructions that they have there are very clearly laid out, and I've mentioned it many times before. I didn't know anything about SimVim Cockpit, about Arduinos, or about it, not even any of this wiring stuff like this, but just by looking at their diagrams and reading their pages, I've been doing it, so that's the best way to do it. If you don't understand something, read it and read it again. And yeah, I'm just trying to make these videos because since I got some stuff working, I'm just trying to make it a little bit easier for some people to hopefully get the grasp of it. But yeah, one of the things that I mentioned a little bit in the video that's going to come after this one, is that I was having some serious issues with the selectors, and this was on my test panel. It wasn't even on my main setup, and I couldn't get some of the stuff to work, you know. And I would get it to work once, but then it wouldn't work. And in 90% or more, probably 98% of the time, when we can't get something to work, it's almost guaranteed that it's going to be our wiring that is the problem, you know. And so I ended up finding that one of the switches, when I had it pulled out, it's a push pull switch, but when I had it pulled out, it was making everything else go crazy, you know. And it was interesting to find that out. And I literally tried to record the video like 6 times, and it worked part way, and then it got to a point where I started having these issues that I couldn't get it to work correctly. So I literally spent like all day today just trying to figure out why is this not working. So it ended up being something in my wiring. So if you ever have any doubts, you know, if you ever have something that's just like driving you crazy, is just double check your wiring, double check your connections, you know. And it's almost always going to come back to that. But anyway, so that's it for this update here. Hopefully I will make a couple more videos. And speaking of making more videos, you know, I honestly almost gave it some thought to not record any more videos about this, because it seems like sometimes I might be giving you guys the wrong information. But I really honestly only try to do videos with things that I got working. So I figured if it's working for me, I must be giving you the right directions or the right ideas, right? But yeah, as far as the website changing and, you know, the way you do things not being the same as when I recorded that video, well, that's a whole different story. And you know how they say the only constant is change. So we can't avoid that, I guess. But anyways, well, hopefully this clears up some of the stuff. And for those of you that are just joining this channel and this is the first video you see, you have no idea what I'm talking about, but everybody else will. All right, well, talk to you guys on the next one. Thanks.